All right, good morning, folks. All right, the Delphi case. What's going on? Well, they've had a lot of psychics look at the case and talk about the case. There's definitely more than one person that was involved in the case, like we've known for a long time. There was, you know, we knew this within a year after 2 years after the murder occurred. We already knew this, but people were saying we were nuts. There's no way. It's impossible. Can't happen. And they really cost the case. But here's the thing, all these people are saying they had inside info on the Delphi case, that there was detectives that were working on the case that were pulled off the case because they were leaking information to these people on YouTube. So that explains why these people have been evading us. Do I think some of them took off to Canada? I think one of them did. Maybe two. Was there a woman involved? Yeah, I'm hearing a woman other than the girls' voices. And that would explain the van that was reported out there, uh, and a truck or a van that was out there parked somewhere, uh, that there was witnesses to a young couple arguing. That would explain them reports that everyone said were false reports. They said that they were all fake. That they were all lies. The videos that they made on there was a white van out there. There was, and that's what really the authorities are looking at too now is are they trafficking these little girls? And they sacrificed two of them, and took 20 of them that day. There's reports of one of the girls' sisters saying when they dropped the girls off that day, there was 20 to 30, 13 to 14 to 15-year-old girls out there that day. What happened to them girls? Now, a lot of these people are saying this is what happened, that's what happened. You won't know until the case is over with. The experiment I did, if they crossed that river that day, the next day they found them, the clothes, if they were outside the whole time and not in somewhere else, in a vehicle or in a house or a basement, uh, the clothes would be soaking wet. So if the clothes were not wet, then that means they never crossed the river, that they were taken from there, lured, just like the Evansdale girls, um, and then taken somewhere. And then whatever was done to them was done to them. And then they were brought back and placed, staged, possibly. It's possible. Here's one thing that I know from all these videos and all these people out there, and Sean Harmon and all these people out there, all these channels saying that the girls were all slaughtered and carved up and decapitated. Well, there would be a lot of blood on the ground there, wherever they were killed. And there would have been a lot of blood on the killer if it was that gory. So, does it make sense of the reports that there was possibly a vanning couple or somebody visiting or something like that, just passing by, maybe trying and tried to kidnap the girls? It went bad or whatever, and or was it? It could be. We won't know until the investigation's over with. Could it be drugs and everything? And you know what they had was a woman there. Why? Well, to control the girls. They probably were scared out of their minds. So having a woman there makes sense because it probably would have calmed them down so they can either get them into a vehicle to take them somewhere and do whatever, or to keep them calm. You know, all these reports of all these people out there that day, and no one heard nothing. Not nothing. Not a scream. I ain't buying it. I didn't buy it from the beginning. Are we looking for many people? Yes. He screwed up by just looking for one guy. How could one guy do all that without anybody hearing nothing? Nothing. Not a scream. Not a nothing. We do hear screams. We do have reports of screams out there, but it's reports that they've seen a white van or some kind of a vehicle and a couple arguing. So that makes sense, you know. Park does. So what do I think? I think one got away. I think he's opening a after the Delphi murders. I believe he opened up a YouTube account recently, within the past couple years or whatever, like a Sean Harmon that just came into the whole thing and is new to it, you know, is completely new to it. You know, do we have some suspects? Yes. Do they fit the bridge guy look and everything? Yes. Here's the main thing with Delphi. I want to meet the people. Clearly, the bridge guy. I want to know what videos they're looking at, that they can see that the guy has moles, facial expressions, because every video that they've been putting out on the bridge guy is so distorted, pixelated, and it's a moving photo, a moving video. You know, they're picking out that the guy's got this, he's got that, freckles, whatever it may be, moles, whatever. How are these people getting it out of there, out of a blurry, distorted, pigmented freeze frame of a video? I don't know. I have no idea how they're doing it. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing someone else in the video. And it was a clue. And old Doug Carter was right in some of the stuff. They couldn't come right out and tell you what was going on because they didn't want to spook them. So some of the videos, that's why some people are when they run the video, they're going, I'm seeing 4 or 5 different faces. I'm seeing that, you know, and that could be that somebody got a hold of the footage and edited it, manipulated it. Okay. So I don't know what to say. They really do need to look for all the. They have to investigate the reports that there was a white van out there. There was a box utility truck, like a cable or phone truck, that was parked out there down the road, way down the road, on the side of the road out there. You know, one of them trucks that you open the door to the back of it and you go inside of it. Okay. That would explain why people seen them vehicles out there, the white van that was parked in that little driveway area down there. That would explain how, if they did move the girls, that would be the best way to do it. They were probably parked down there on that driveway somewhere, hidden, tucked back into the woods. The girls came up and they threw the girls in a vehicle, either a truck or a van or something. They wouldn't be noticed, and then taken probably real close, or just drove around in that area. And that night with the phones pinging off the top, that would make sense. Yeah, that it would all make sense. But could they have just taken them to a house around there, did what they wanted, killed them, and then dumped the body right away? Yes. You know why? Because the crime and the bodies were found so fast that the police did not have time to even knock on the doors of the houses that you see in the photos and the satellite photos right next to the bridge. So could have them girls been somewhere in that area? Could they have been taken to the town of Delphi? Could they have been taken to Lafayette? Could they have been taken right down the street, right underneath their noses? And that stuff happened. And then after the police called off the search, that night, which was only 5:30, 6 o'clock, it got dark. Then they called off the search. Could the girls been right underneath their noses at a house? Sure. They won't know until it's all over with it. And everybody looked for one person. It's just one guy. No, it was never one guy. This whole case was never one person. There is a bunch of nut jobs involved in this case, meaning that had a hand in it or were getting photos from these people. You know, getting photos from Anthony Klein, getting photos from Chadwell, and you know, everyone's like, well, Chadwell didn't even leave. He lived in Kokomo. No, I didn't. He was in Kokomo that day. No, he wasn't. Anybody can post anything with a fake. I'm here today on Facebook or whatever. It's I'm glad they're getting to some of these guys. Some of these guys are dead. Some of these guys are in prison. And some of them took off running. You know, and some of them are on their way to prison. And some are on their way to the grave. I mean, it was a big ring. It's still a big ring. And don't stop there, folks. You folks have to remember these people had phones. What kind of people were these? Oh, sick idiots, bad boys that all these women love and everything. Yeah, he was a sicko, and he had a phone, and he had friends that knew about it and called, and they had friends with phones, and it's going to take time for us to track all this stuff. I'm glad they're bringing in the 60. I would send some up into Canada too. There's reports of, people coming into this case that you look at their YouTube channels and they're like, yeah, it just started, or it might have been on there for right after the case or right after the killings. So, yeah, it's more than what everybody's thinking. I'm glad I got out of some of these drama, quama, whatever they call them, channels or whatever. You know what's funny is most of these YouTube channels are linked together, and people just couldn't see it. And I'm like, no, back off. Don't be going on camera with them people. Back off. You stay away from that channel. Don't go on it, and stay away from that channel, because anybody that goes on that channel, anybody these people communicate with, are suspects in a crime and a cover-up. And people really think that it's you can't do that. It's no, we can, and we will. Yeah, we the people will lock you all up, whether you live in this country or not, whether you if you are a friend of these people and you are a constant uh, communicator with some of these YouTube channels, and some of these ladies, you have to remember there's prostitution wrapped up into this, sex, drugs. It explains why most of these YouTube channels popped up. Boom. Within a year or so, 2 years of the Delphi case happening. Why? To cover to throw people off of the. They might not have done the killing, but that girl is banging one of the dudes that's involved. We already got one prostitute that says she was sleeping with all these guys. And she boot scoop boogie to another state or something. Who knows? But I have a couple more people that fit the description of Bridge Guy. See, that photo was clear. They won't let us see the whole thing. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. There's a reason these guys are making these videos out there now saying whoever looks at the evidence is a sicko themselves. Now, why would you want to see that? Well, because it's obvious you people are hiding the truth. And there's a reason you don't want me to see the rest of the video. And there's a reason you don't want me to tell the truth about how most of you people out there have 7 YouTube accounts under different names. There's a reason you don't want us to know the truth. Because it's a big organization, big crew. They stretch into Ohio, up into Canada, up into Michigan, up a lot of places, boys. No, we're not going to war. What you people are seeing is a bunch of pre-recorded crap that happened from Ukraine last year or whatever. Biden already got on TV and said we're not going to war. It's all a cover so we can pick some of you idiots up. And that's what it is, You have to be careful. Some of these YouTube channels are very deceiving. Very deceiving. Very, very deceiving. Now they're saying there was no 20 or 30 girls, but the person that dropped off the girls at the bridge said that there was 20 to 30 younger ladies at the bridge that day because there was no school. Where are all them girls? Why weren't they interviewed? Did any of them see Abby and Libby? Nope. No one said nothing. Where are the 20 girls? Well, they had a sacrifice too to get away with 30. That might be a spot out there for the traffickers to pick up their little. That would make sense. That's why they want everyone to go out to the Delphi Bridge. And it is funny because you people are that idiotic that you can't figure out that the bridge is now a feeding pool for traffickers and killers. So open that place up. If these people are that dumb, then send them out there to Delphi. Because the killing grounds is open and they want to keep it open. So, yeah. Do I think a lot of these people boot scoop boogied? A lot of these people came up with new accounts right after, within a year, 2-3 years of the Delphi case and everything. And some of them fit the descriptions of the people we're looking for. Yes. Yeah. So is music involved? Well, from what they're saying, yeah, it has something to do with superstars or whatever, movies or whatever, superstar music or whatever. Yeah. Probably people related to people down there or whatever, and yada, yada. The one person said of That one kid that they think is involved in it, Keegan Dunker or whatever, they showed a photo of him last night, and some people were, is that Upchurch? Ryan Upchurch? When it looks like a photo when he was younger. I don't think so. But who knows? I don't know. You know, could he be related to Ryan? He might be, but I don't think it was Ryan Upchurch. It's some dude, Keegan Dunker or something like that, or Kerr, that they showed. Not what's his name, uh, Upchurch or whatever. But we don't know, until it's over with. Could one guy be the money man, the dope man, the money man, and it just trickled down to these guys in the area that were part of a group or whatever. Well, I know it wasn't if it was the mob, they wouldn't have done it in house, meaning they wouldn't have hired somebody around Delphi to do it. They would have hired an outside source so they didn't get busted. So could a couple of these guys came from another country, did the job, and then went back to the country? People say, well, good God, Canada's like what, 3-4 days away, 5 days away from America, from Indiana, a drive right up into Detroit, Michigan, right across the bridge. Boom, you're in Canada. So, yeah, it's all making sense. Do I think they had madams and stuff working for them? Yeah, most definitely. Do I think maybe a madam or an incident between a woman? Well, and let's just say another YouTuber, and that woman got pissed and tried to set up another YouTuber by killing the two girls and saying this and that and this and that. Well, anything is possible. It's getting good, I'll tell you that much. Definitely getting good. But if the woman was there, she plays a part as keeping the kids calm as they sex traffic them or as they pimp the kids out. So I think that's where the woman comes out. And probably more than one woman. And it makes sense because Chadwell was talking that they were interested in older, mature women that were confident and could run things. So it's all making sense now. There was probably a little Lady Marmalade or whatever they call it, Marla Rouge, stretching all four corners of the United States. And I'm glad like I said, some of these dudes are dead. Dudes are in prison. Some of these guys did the boot scoop boogie, and some of these women. And, these little women are probably wrapped into it, and they're shitting in their pants. I was just a mole. I just go around from channel to channel, watch, look how people act, suspicious, see how fast they snap. And most of them did snap and are snapping, and that ain't acting right. And the guy, they always got the sniffles, and I don't know, they could be messed up on the meth. That's why they're always sniffling and talking 240 and this is one case where if I knew it was my own family that did something like that, I'd kill my family. Really? No, this is if And I think that's why a lot of these people are flipping out on YouTube. We're getting close to them, boys. Keep the pressure on them. Some of these women are snapping too. They can't understand. Well, what's going on? Well, it's an investigation. See, what they failed to know is we got some of these dudes in prison and they're singing like canaries. Why? Because the death penalty, and even if they don't make it to the chair, somebody has got connections inside that'll make sure them guys will never make it out of prison. So that's why they're probably covering up a lot of stuff to try and keep them alive. A lot of guys have already been dealt with. Do I think you're going to find more bodies in Delphi out there by the bridge? No, unless they get good cadaver dogs and go out there. It's just like the Moab scene. You know, it took one case, Gabby Petito and the Moab girls, to open up. We found 8 girls out there and 2 guys in that area that fit the same MOs of their deaths as Gabby Petito's and the Moab girls. So it makes perfect sense. It is a big ring. And I told these cops, don't play games with 150, 200, possibly 300 Zodiac killers. You'll lose every time. And that's what they did. They made bad choices, but what can we do? Nothing. There ain't nothing we could do. Just keep going after these people. You know, that's all I could say. Whether the police say they're suspects or not, they're friends with these idiots. So that makes, sense. They might as well get rid of them anyways. Where does the witchery and sorcery come in? Well, if it's true what they said and the girls were carved up with certain things into them and pentagons and, well, then yeah, we got to stop this as America. We got to prosecute these people the way we did back in the olden days, where we actually tie these witches to a pole and light them on fire, to where we actually take these vampires, and that's what they are, folks, and put stakes through their heart and chop their heads off in public. Really. I mean, if that's what they're saying now in these videos, which I've already seen a couple of the videos, this is a satanic thing. All right. Whoever we catch, if they're a warlock, we're going to chop their head off and burn their bodies. If it's a witch, tie her to a pole, light the damn thing on fire, and let her burn. But of course, I know it's not real. But there are people that believe that that's the reason this is happening, because we are not strict enough on these satanic worshipers or evil eye or Illuminati people. We got to be tougher on these people. No, you can't do that. He's a movie star. Is he Illuminati? Yeah. All right. Chop his head off. Put a stake through his heart. What do these people want? What do they want? How much proof I got to give these people that these people are idiots? Maybe that is the trouble. Maybe we haven't been living like we did back in the olden days and punishing these people right in front of town hall, right in front of the courthouse. Maybe. I don't know. Now I know that all these people that are even investigating the case are more crazier than I can ever be. They probably need to spend some time in a nut hut for a while. Some of them do deserve to be taken off the earth. And some of them deserve to be put in jail. But if we already know most of these dudes were in jail for similar crimes, but were let out. So I imagine they'll be charging the government. There'll be more police dead. Eye for an eye. These people think, oh well, people handle things out of court. They don't go through a corrupt system that they believe is corrupt. They handle things their own. That's why you got a lot of mass killing going on right now. Do I believe it? Oh, heck yeah. I'll believe anything. If you show me the proof, and the proof is there that these people are tired of these laws and courts. They're handling things themselves. I think a lot of these guys boot scoot boogied out of here. Or at least they're making it sound like they left the state or the country, but they really are still here. But they're making it to seem like they live maybe in Mexico, Canada, or somewhere else, I think we're onto the right track with them, with all these people. That would make sense. Why there was a white van out there. And I said that 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I even seen a video after that, after I got the intel. I even seen a video on last year or the year before, 2 years ago. Mine Shock even stated that there was reports of a white van that was parked out there down the trail. Either they said it was a van or it was a big giant box truck, utility truck, that was parked out there, and there was a couple arguing. Where did they go? That makes sense. Now it's all coming back around to where everyone's, oh my God, well, maybe there was a van out there. Maybe they did take the girls from the site, kill them, and then bring them back. Well, yeah. We really don't know because we don't have crime scene photos. If I was looking at a crime scene photo and there was massive amounts of blood all over the ground, like these people are saying in these videos, that the girls were slaughtered like pigs, like animals, there would be proof of that all over the ground, all over everything, the trees, the ground, everywhere. And if you're looking at the crime scene photos and you just ain't got the blood amount that's equaling up to the death, then it didn't occur there. They must have took them somewhere. But a lot of these people were paid to lie, to make false videos by this cult, gang, drug dealing, club, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Hey, listen, we've only just begun to bust open more cases and leak more people to more people. And watch, a lot of people are going to be getting, watch for people that are going to be getting brand new phones, brand new accounts on YouTube. Watch the people that are going to be changing. They might not have been the killer, but they're deliberately changing and trying to throw people off, trying to make people, could it be him or whatever? Probably. How are they communicating if they're not here in America? Social media. These people are so screwed. They really are. They're screwed. There's actually teams of people out looking for these dudes that don't want them to make it to the courts. Really? They thought I was joking. I'm like, oh no, it is a real It's real. I'm here to tell you, there's groups of people looking for these dudes, actually killing people associated with these guys, and these guys are on camera. Oh my God, they're killing these people. My friend, yeah. Mess with our children in America, we will come to your country and screw it up real bad for you, communist bitches. Real bad for you. We'll get to you. We'll use the mob techniques. They will use that. If they can't get to you, say bye-bye to the rest of the family. So yeah, these guys are, and I'm applauding these dudes. And if they need support with money and weapons, let me know. Gladly, I'll support these guys to pick up these idiots involved in the Delphi case and cover-ups that they created. Sure. We might even donate a couple drones to them with weapons on them. But yeah, they're looking for these guys. Are they running? Sure they are. Are they right in front of our face? Yes. Do they think nothing can happen to them? Well, ask some of the other YouTubers in prison. Ask some of the other guys that are in 6 foot in the ground. Yeah, these guys are coming for them dudes and the women that they're with and around, and their friends. And that's why we're injecting a lot of weapons, money, and soldiers, police into this case, into this country. And thank God, glory be to God, King of Kings, that we get them all. Glory be to God. So, is it everything the police and has been indicating to some of us, not all you people, but some of us? Yes. Are they on the right track? Yes. Yes. Are they watching this guy? Yes. Did he do the boot scoop boogie? Yes. They know exactly where he is. Do they know where the rest of them are? Yes. One at a time, they will be picked off. One at a time. The police will pick them up. If the vigilantes don't get to the guy first. That's all I can say. It's a race. It's a race. So, all right, I got to go. I got an important phone call that just called, and I got to call it back. So, do I think a lot of these people were all connected? People, they're all connected. They all know each other. They are not going to come out and say they know these people because they're being investigated. These people have never. I don't understand it. I don't understand how stupid these people are. Is Doug Carter being evaluated for psychiatric problems? Some people are saying yes. He is talking with somebody because you can see it in his facial expressions, a smile on his face, and within a heartbeat, boom, very angry. You can see it. When people are asking him questions, could be. And I don't blame Doug Carter. This is a very stressful case. I bet you if Doug Carter could, he'd kill these guys himself. Because, but is he being talked to and helped? I imagine so. A lot of people know, even a lot of the psychiatric people that are involved in this case that are watching Doug Carter now are saying something's wrong with him. He's got a psychosis or something for him. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. I think everybody that's been working this Delphi case has now become psychosis nut jobs, even me. So be safe. And these guys are on the run. They are gang affiliated, club, meth, heroin, pills, you name it. They sell anything. Ladies out. How much proof do they need? I don't know. I guess we got to go ahead and we got to do everything in this country. Got to do everything here. In other countries, nah. Here, I got to do everything. Got to answer my own phones. I got to go get my own mail. I got to do my own dishes. I got to do my own laundry. Got to do everything in this country. I got to solve cases, run the country, got to tell them what to. No, we're not going to war. You nuts? We just spent quadrillions in a war and been in a war for 23 years over there. No, we're not going to war. Let Russia take some of Ukraine. And let's get back to being peaceful. The heck does Russia want Ukraine for anyways? You know, he really don't. People, he wants Ukraine to invade. He ain't gonna. Why would he want more headaches? That's like us trying to say we want to take over Mexico or Canada. Yeah, like I need the headaches of running another country of a bunch of communists. Yeah, this is, you know, that's really what we want, right? These people are so stupid. I got brain damage and I'm smarter than these people. Yes, there's a couple people running wild that are throwing it right in your face. That is on YouTube. Making videos today. Still putting them out. Greeno's still putting out videos. Is Greeno the killer? Well, some say yes. But I can tell you this much. He didn't do it alone. If you people can't see that it's a club of everything that these guys have been talking about. 5 years after the murder, because they figured they're not going to get caught. So they started talking. Yeah, I belong to a gang. Yeah, I ride Harleys. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, we do this. We do that. Well, Chadwell, as he was making a video, he had a girl chained in his basement, you know, that he raped and was going to kill. But someone in the club said we could prostitute her out or whatever, or train her. So I guess they was going to train her to have sex with the club, the gang, for free. Yeah, what a beautiful country, right? I don't know. Like I said, some of these dudes are dead. Some of these dudes are on the run. Some of them soon will be dead. Some of them think they're safe because they're in prison, but that don't work. Some of them will be hunted down in other countries. And like I said, some of these women are involved, and I know what you're saying, folks. There's no way that there's a woman involved in any of this, and I'm saying I think there is. I think that's where the reports of a woman out there arguing with an adult was probably the madam or whatever they call it, and was there to try and control the women. You know, it makes sense to me. You know, they didn't want everyone to be so radical, crazy, cuckoo. So, well, they could have took the 20 or 30 girls and killed the two as a diversion. Got away with the 20 or 30 other girls that were reported at Delphi that day. So, yeah. Yeah, there's reports that there's a lot of reports of a lot of things that people did not hear because the police didn't release it. But, well, we caught a little birdie squeaking on YouTube saying they were working with a agent, a police officer that was working on the Delphi case, and they were getting information from that person that was taken off of the case. So that explains a lot. That explains a lot. It was bad from the word go. I don't know. I got to make this call. I'll be back. Are many involved? Yes. And if you people let these people loose, it's just a matter of time before the murders occur again and more kids come popping up. You know, did they boot scoop boogie down south? And yes, they did. There was a lot of reports that people said that one dude looked like Upchurch. He does. The one dude does. Do I think it's Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch? No. I don't think so. Does he look like him? Yes. But I don't think it is. You know, I hope to God not. You know, even I watch Upchurch once in a while. I'm the one always commenting on Upchurch's videos. You know, Elvis had this problem. What? Elvis had this same exact problem, Upchurch. He did. People always want, he couldn't do now. He couldn't, people saying all kinds of stuff, and people, Elvis had the same problem. And I only say that because Upchurch is an Elvis fan. I'm an Elvis fan and everything, you know. I don't know. Like I said, they just put me on an intravenous drip, okay, into the case. Excuse me. They just intravenously put me into these cases, into these chat rooms to look, to listen, to watch, like an IV, drip, 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 just to watch, listen, see what, you know. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, you've seen this on another video or whatever. Yeah, everyone has. How do you think we got our information? You know why we don't have information that most of these people have? Because that information was not released. And the only information that these people got was leaked information. That's why they're so advanced on the case. That's why they're trying to determine where the case goes. And we know this. We know it's these people. Nah, sure you do. Why? Because you're corrupt. The case was leaked, meaning you had information about stuff that we, the citizens, didn't, because it was never released from the police. Oh my God. No, I really got to go. Yeah. Yeah, video. All right. I'll call you back. Bye. All right. So I got to go. But that explains why these people are so, well, Greeno, you know, how did he know so much? How was he figuring out, how did he do this? How did he know this and that? And that? Well, for one, he knew the family. For two, he's worked with the police and as a reporter or whatever, is always up there. That explained why old Mr. Carter said, we might have already talked to you, or you have already interviewed us. This case is wrapped up. I'll be knocking on your doors. Run as fast as you people can. I don't need no badges. Not, you know, this ain't a police thing. Well, you need warrants. No, this is a terrorist shit. I can come right into your house and light that whole house up. like a Christmas tree. I don't care who's in it. We don't need badges. These people keep saying, these people, we're dealing with terrorists. They think we need badges to come into their houses. Tell that to bin Laden, you idiots. Yeah, I'm sure we walked up to bin Laden's house and, yeah, who did it? Oh, United States Marines. You got a search warrant? You people, get out your Bibles and pray that we don't come knocking on your doors. Pray to your gods that we don't come knocking at your door, because we ain't taking no prisoners. You need a badge. You got a warrant? That's exactly what bin Laden said when my team went in. Who did it? United States Marine. Oh, you need warrant. You're out of your jurisdiction. Yeah, you tell him. Yeah, keep thinking we're going to knock on your doors and show badges when we come in to pick you people up for being involved in a drug trafficking ring of girls and killing girls. I'm dumb. I'm stupid, but I ain't that dumb. You wanted bad boys, women? Well, we gave them. You got your bad boys. There you go. You can have them. So the case gets better each day. Each day it's open. All we're hearing is shit we knew about 2 years after the Delphi case even happened. We already knew this stuff 2 years after the case. After the girls were killed, we already knew it was a giant ring that they were lured. We already knew that drugs were involved and it was a big cover up and it was this and that and this and that and a sex ring. And why? Because the evidence pointed that the other girls that they found out there killed, raped, were involved in drug rings and these people. So these people turned around and they made it into something it wasn't. And, all I can say to you people is if our team, the United States Marines, Black Ops, Deli Force comes knocking at your door, you better hit the ground and yell United States citizen. Something. We don't need no badges. I don't know how many times I got to tell these people that. Not when it comes to a terrorist trafficking drug cartel. No badges. No warrants. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. So they're all suspects, all of them. Every single person, even ones that ain't mentioned as a suspect, but are YouTube investigators that fit the description of Bridge Guy and the other people that they've seen out there. Here's another thing. It might not have been Chadwell. It might have been someone that looks like Chadwell, which I already picked up. 2 guys that are spitting images of Chadwell. That it could be. YouTubers were involved, I think. I think the government knows. I think they're on the right track. We'll get them, Mr. Carter. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's like talking to Vinnie Barbarino with these people, investigating these people. Down there by the Delphi Bridge. When? On February 13th of 2017. What do you mean where? Idiot. Well, this ain't no, you know what I'm talking about. When? That's it. Get your, Don't worry, Mr. Carter. We're going to get these guys for you. It's going to be a great, glorious day when our children can go out in the streets and not be raped and killed. Bunch of idiots. Now keep that death machine rolling. I'll talk to you guys later.